Good day, everyone. I am Liza Shane F. Sulapas and I will discuss a topic which part of the course Technology for Teaching and Learning 1. Today, we will know practice standard netiquette, who share and utilize digital materials as a positive use of technology. And we will describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials. This lesson is part of Chapter 5 of this course, which talks about social, ethical, and legal responsibility in the use of technology tools and resources. Let's begin to discuss practice standard netiquette, who share and utilize digital materials as a positive use of technology. But before that, what is netiquette? Netiquette is the combination of the word internet and etiquette. When we say internet, it refers to a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities, consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols. And the etiquette means the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. So it means that netiquette refers to the etiquette in the world of internet. It is the use of good manners or the proper way to communicate in an online environment. Netiquette is a set of rules for behaving or acting properly in online. For example, I communicate my friend through Messenger. Even if it's online, I should message my friend in a proper way. Now, in order for us to be aware of how to act properly in online, here's the 10 rules of netiquette. 10 rules of netiquette. Rule number 1. Remember the human. When communicating electronically, whether through email, instant message, discussion post, text, or some other method, practice the golden rule. Do you remember the golden rule? Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Remember, your written words are read by real people, all deserving of respectful communication. Even if it's communicating through online, we should still show our respect and avoid words that can hurt and might be misinterpreted by whom you communicate with. Rule number 2. Adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. We should do our best to act within the laws and ethical manners of society whenever we inhabit cyberspace. I have a question. Would we behave rudely to someone face to face? On most occasions, no. Neither should we behave this way in the virtual world. In real life, we have this etiquette, just the same in online world which we have netiquette. So online or not, we have standards or behavior which we follows. The way we act, approach, and communicate people face to face should be the way also on how we act, approach, and communicate people online. So be respectful not only in person but also in online. Rule number 3. Know where you are in cyberspace. Netiquette varies from domain to domain, depending on where you are in the virtual world. The same written communication can be acceptable in one area, where it might be considered inappropriate in another. What you text to a friend may not be appropriate in an email to a classmate. The websites that will be used in communication should consider the message that will be sent if it fits and accordingly to what the sender wants to deliver. So there are different forums, websites, blogs, and social media platforms have varying community standards which are often stated online. Next is rule number 4. Respect other people's time and bandwidth. Most people today lead busy lives just like you do and don't have time to read or respond to frivolous emails or discussion posts. As a virtual world communicator, it is your responsibility to make sure that the time spent reading your words isn't wasted. Make your written communication meaningful and to the point. What you message should be direct to the point and must not post content that doesn't belong on a particular website or forum, nor should they post spam or needlessly long content. Just send the important message. Rule number 5. Make yourself look good online. One of the best things about the virtual world is the lack of judgment associated with your physical appearance, sound of your voice, or the clothes you wear. You will, however, be judged by the quality of your writing, so keep the following tips in mind. Always check for spelling and grammar errors. Know what you're talking about and state it clearly. And be pleasant and polite. Keep in your mind, don't post something that will embarrass you and make you look bad. Posting inappropriately profane or unlawful content is one of the major social media mishaps you should avoid. Rule number 6. Share expert knowledge. Information sharing capability is one of the reasons the internet was founded. So, in the spirit of the internet's founding fathers, share what you know. When you pose a question and receive intelligent answer, share the results with others. Are you an expert at something? Post resources and references about your subject matter. Recently expanded your knowledge about a subject that might be of interest to others, share that as well. Prioritize and share content from verifiable or expert sources, and avoid sharing content that is questionable in its veracity. Rule number 7. Help keep flame wars under control. Flaming is what people do when they express a strongly held opinion without holding back any emotion. Flame wars when 2 or 3 people exchange angry posts between one another. It must be controlled or the camaraderie of the group could be compromised. Don't feed the flames. Extinguish them by guiding the discussion back to a more productive direction. Avoid excessive trolling and flaming. When we say trolling, it is abusive and subversive comments, while flaming is intense, heated, and argumentative discussion. Rule number 8. Respect other people's privacy. Depending on what you are reading in the virtual world, be it an online class, discussion forum, Facebook page, or an email, you may be exposed to some private or personal information that needs to be handled with care. Just as you expect others to respect your privacy, so should you respect the privacy of others too. Don't use digital technology to spy on other people. If someone borrowed your gadget, then they forgot to log out their account, like Facebook and Messenger, be honest and log out their account immediately. Do not be tempted in reading their messages on Messenger. It's already an act of invasion on someone's privacy. Rule number 9, don't abuse your power. They have more expertise in technology or they have years of experience in a particular skill or subject matter. Maybe it's you who possesses all of this knowledge and power. Just remember, knowing more than others do or having more power than others may have does not give you the right to take advantage of anyone. Think of rule 1. Remember the human. For example, you are a moderator or administrator. You must not shut down certain users arbitrarily. Nowadays, there are Facebook accounts that has been hacked by hackers. Hackers has enough knowledge when it comes on hacking accounts, but their knowledge shouldn't be used in the bad way, where they already invading someone's privacy and they are abusing their skills through hacking accounts which they doesn't own. Rule number 10. Be forgiving of other people's mistakes. Not everyone has the same amount of experience working in the virtual world. and not everyone knows the rules of netiquette. At some point you will see a stupid question, read an unnecessarily long response, or encountered misspelled words. When this happens, practice kindness and forgiveness as you would hope someone would do if you had committed the same offense. If they are not aware of netiquettes, you can share it to them through private message. So that's all the 10 rules of netiquette. Let's review it. Rule number 1, remember the human. Rule number 2, adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. Rule number 3, know where you are in cyberspace. Rule number 4, respect other people's time and bandwidth. Rule number 5, make yourself look good online. Rule number 6, share expert knowledge. Rule number 7, help keep flame wars under control. Rule number 8, respect other people's privacy. Rule number 9, don't abuse your power. And lastly, be forgiving of other people's mistakes. Now, let's proceed to the next topic, which is describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials. How can we share and utilize in a right way? So, learner starts in classroom, which serves as their training ground for digital citizenship and netiquette. Through primers, exercises, and discussions, students learn the best practices of digital citizenship in a structured environment. They learn how to use the internet to accomplish goals and how to be critical of content. Teachers accomplish this through curriculum and hands-on exercises specifically tailored to match practice to curriculum. We have 5 positive characteristics to describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials. Number 1, does not steal or damage others' digital work, identity, or property. Netizens who share and utilize digital materials should not destroy something that they do not own. Just like in online world that they shouldn't steal or damage digital work, for example, those articles, piece, writings, and any work in digital. Also, we should avoid copying someone's works for it considered stealing. The identity of someone, we should not post any information or comments that might damage the reputation of someone. And of course, property. We should not destroy someone's property. Number 2, make appropriate decisions when communicating through a variety of digital channels. Like what I have mentioned in rule number 3, which is know where you are in cyberspace. There are different forums, websites, blogs, and social media platforms have varying community standards which are often stated online. So when you're going to message someone or post something, make sure that the message and digital channels that you've used are appropriate. Be wise in choosing your decision. Number 3, upholds basic human rights in all digital forums. Wherever it is in all digital forums, always remember the human. That's rule number 1. Do not ever forget the right of individual. Be respectful at all times. Number 4, protects personal information from outside forces that might cause harm. So we should be careful on posting online and giving information to someone, or if we fill up something on online. For example, our identification card or ATM and any personal things where we can see our personal information. We shouldn't post it online because there are people who scammer. They might use it to hack your accounts or even bank accounts. We should protect our personal information and even others' personal information. If you know someone's personal information, don't share it to others. Number 5, proactively limits health risks of technology from physical to psychological. We can't deny the fact that technology brought benefits on us, but at the same time, it has a negative effect. One of it is our health. Too much use of technology is bad to our health, so we should limit the time we spend of using technology. A positive characteristic of digital citizenship is being aware of bad effects of technology and knows how to control and limit their spending time on it in order to promptly avoid health problems. It does not only affect our physical health but also psychological health, especially nowadays that the youth spend so much time in social media. There are many posts about depression, anxiety, and so on. Those posts triggers the youth to overthink and feel that they are depressed too. We are part of the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials. So we should possess a characteristic that knows where our limits in digital world. We should avoid reading and following posts which has negative messages. That's all the 5 positive characteristics which describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials. Always remember the 10 rules of netiquette and the 5 positive characteristics. Spread the awareness and positive vibes. We should be a responsible and good digital citizens. Thank you for listening. Once again, this is Liza Shane F. Solapas from Bachelor in Filipino Education. Have a nice day, everyone.